Elwood National Forge, with locations in Irvin, Warren, and Corry, has been a proud employer in Warren County for nearly 20 years and continues to be an active partner in the Warren County community. Elwood National Forge wants to wish the Eagles, Knights, and Dragons the best of luck on the court, in the pool, on the mat, and most importantly, in the classroom this season.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel, as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com. With locations in Shippenville and Tonesta, Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
And a happy Friday evening to you, everyone. Welcome on into Youngsville High School, where tonight we have a District 10 Region 2 matchup on the hardwood. The visiting Cochranton Cardinals taking on the homestanding Youngsville Eagles. This is Allegheny Grill High School basketball on D9and10sports.com. Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Hagberg and Andy Close with you here. This is the Freedom Investment Management pregame show. For all your financial needs, go to freedomwealthcoach.com, and we're in the Park Avenue Motor Car broadcast booth. If you have a fender bender, we can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Give them a call, 814-726-9728. And Andy, should be an interesting matchup here tonight. Both teams probably not really where they want to be record-wise at this point in the season. Cochranton's 3-5. Youngsville is 1-7. But the Cardinals did get a region victory Thursday over Maplewood. Youngsville comes in off a loss on Tuesday to Union City. So good early region test for both teams.
Yeah, I think two teams that are, finding themselves. Both lost quite a bit from last season, as we touched on with Youngsville. Now seeing Cochranton here, but the Cardinals do have plenty of talent, and I know not happy about the way they played against a bigger team in General McLean last night. I don't think there's any shame in losing that game, but I think definitely they would have liked to get better. And looking at it from the Cochranton perspective, I think they're anxious. You get right back out on the court the next night, get a chance to kind of wash that one out of your mouth and get it out of your system. And for Youngsville, yeah, they've been offensively just struggling to put the ball in the basket a little bit. The effort is there. The intensity is there. They're not getting shots to fall right now. I think it's, you hate to oversimplify it sometimes, but sometimes it really can be that simple.
Yeah, and like you touched on, just not able to get the shots to fall, as evidenced by the fact their leading scorer, Kobe Hendrickson, averaging just 9 points a game. And anytime, especially on the boys' side, if your top scorer isn't averaging in double figures, again, unless you've got, 3 or 4 guys all averaging 8 or 9 points a game, which the Eagles do not, you're going to be in some trouble offensively. And on the flip side, they've given up some pretty big scores so far this season: 72 to Titusville, 75 to Seneca, 74 to Union City, and 61 to Sheffield already this season. So if the shots aren't falling, you've got to find a way to make up for that defensively. And so far, the Eagles have struggled to do that.
Yeah, and again, that's one thing. That defensive intensity is something that you really can control even when the shots aren't falling. Union City, I believe it was their last loss. They just ran into Matthew Bennett's one of the top shooters in District 10 for sure, and he just ran into a hot hand. And, it was a struggle. There's no doubt about it. They got down big early, and that's something I think they're definitely going to look to try and avoid tonight. Getting off to a much better start, again, it's another thing that sounds simple, but when you get down double digits early in a ball game, that kind of plays into your psyche a little bit. You kind of you can see the body language change and everything else. So I think a strong start, important for both teams, obviously, but particularly Youngsville tonight.
Yeah. And you had a chance to talk to Youngsville head coach Greg Blair. He knows his team is in for a physical battle here tonight too. So let's take a look and see what Youngsville coach Greg Blair had to say before tonight's game.
Coach, well, we're in region play now. What have you seen from your team as we kind of get into this grind?
We struggled against Union City, and it's making shots. And within the fourth quarter, we showed we can shoot. We got the ball, got some open shots, open looks, and scored. We scored, I think, probably 7 in the first half, and the third and fourth quarters of the running clock, we scored 38 points. So when we shoot, we score.
Mm-hmm. And obviously got another region opponent coming in here tonight. In Cochranton. What's kind of your scout on them? What are going to be the biggest keys to them?
They're big and strong and they're physical. And I've been working with our guys trying to be as physical as we can. We're not as big as they are. But we've worked on some offensive things that I think if we can get the open shots and make them, we're going to be in good shape.
Is that real? I know you're talking a lot about that, but is it really just seeing the ball go through the hoop a few times, kind of get that confidence going?
It's taking the open shot when you have it. Too many times we're passing up an open jump shot to drive and then throwing up a wild shot when the open jump shot's there.
All right, Coach. Thanks.
All right, again, that was a Youngsville coach, Greg Blair, talking about tonight's contest. And, something to keep an eye on the Cochranton side, Andy, is the Cardinals just got here to the Youngsville gym about 20 minutes ago. Definitely probably some weather-related issues traveling between Youngsville and Cochranton here tonight. But
weather is definitely not the greatest.
But like you said, something to keep an eye on as both teams want to get off to a hot start. And you had a chance to talk also with Cochranton coach Phil Canfield, and let's see what he had to say.
Coach, I know it was a tough one last night. How anxious are you, or how anxious are the kids to get right back out and play again?
I think we are, yeah. We just kind of we just laid an egg, and they're not happy about it. So we talked about we might need a practice, but I think the best thing for us is to get back out here and do what we know we can play better. So,
it was tough, but it wasn't a region game. You get back in region play. What are you looking for from your guys tonight?
Just execution. We didn't execute at all last night. I mean, we had a couple stretches where we did, and when we ran our stuff right, you know what I mean. We got shots or we scored, but we had way too many possessions where we just did not execute. We didn't have 5 guys playing together, so I'm just looking for that tonight. Execution, run what we're supposed to do what we can do good, and don't try to do anything special.
All right, Coach. Thanks. Good luck.
Thank you.
Again, that was Cochranton head coach Phil Canfield talking about tonight's contest. And again, something to keep an eye on, looking for that hot start for the Cardinals. Just arriving here at the gym right before the scheduled time for warm-ups. The Cardinals were just getting out onto the floor about 2 minutes before warm-ups were scheduled to start. So we'll see if that has any impact on them as we get started on this ball game. Do want to remind you, our game stream tonight brought to you by the Computer Guru of Leaper. Visit them online at thecomputerguru.net. And you are on the drive to the game, brought to you by Warren Tire Center, where it's always a great day at Warren Tire Center. Visit them online, warrentirecenter.com. Andy, let's turn our attention now to tonight's players to watch, powered tonight by the Olewine Financial Group. Visit them online at olewinefinancialgroup.com. That's OLEWINE financialgroup.com.
Yeah, I think for Cochranton, a couple different directions you can go, but I'm going to go with the man in the middle, Wyatt Barzak. Big 6'4" senior, strong, tough, physical kid. I think, particularly in a game like this, can really establish himself on the low post, not just in terms of scoring, but making his presence felt on the defensive end and on the offensive glass as well. So I look for him to potentially have a big ball game tonight. And, for Youngsville, I look at a kid like Alex Hill. He had 10 points in the game against Union City, one of his better performances of the season. And I think he's going to look to build off of that. And again, you're talking about a Youngsville team, that's struggling to make shots right now. Well, maybe he's a kid that can step up and knock down some shots for them tonight.
All right, Wyatt Barzak and Alex Hill, your players to watch, powered by the Ola Wine Financial Group. Visit them online at olawinefinancialgroup.com. As we are just under a minute before the opening tip-off here tonight, I do want to mention if the Eagles decide to go with a recorded national anthem for tonight's ball game, we will have to take a commercial break due to copyright issues. But stick with us. We'll be right back as soon as the anthem is completed. And again, this has been the Freedom Investment Management pregame show. For all your financial needs, go to freedomwealthcoach.com. And high school basketball on D9and10sports.com is presented by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. Takeouts available. Call today to place an order or buy a gift card. 724-659-5701. And as I get set for pregame announcements here, do want to mention our first quarter tonight will be brought to you by Icy Ink in Warren. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs, call Icy Ink at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool. Wear Icy. And again, if we are going to go with a recorded national anthem tonight, we will have to take a commercial break.
And I believe it is recorded, so we will take a quick break.
Hi, this is Joe Bees, the host of the Beehive Sports Podcast. Do you love uncensored looks into all things sports? If you said yes, then this is the podcast for you. The Beehive Sports Podcast features a number of topics, including current events, sports history, sports betting, a look into the darker stories in sports, and much more. The Beehive Sports Podcast is available on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and many more. You can also search the Beehive Sports Podcast on Facebook, where you can interact with other listeners as well as myself. Don't wait. Tune on into the weekly episodes today.
Elwood National Forge, with locations in Irvin, Warren, and Corry, has been a proud employer in Warren County for nearly 20 years and continues to be an active partner in the Warren County community. Elwood National Forge wants to wish the Eagles, Knights, and Dragons the best of luck on the court, in the pool, on the mat, and most importantly, in the classroom this season.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
All right, we're back here at Youngsville, just getting set for tonight's starting lineups. First for Cochranton, number 21, Chase Miller. Number 30, Kyle Hoffman. Number 13, Landon Homa. Wyatt Barzak, number 42, one of our players to watch tonight. And number 3, Dawson Carroll, your starters for the Cardinals here this evening in this District 10 Region 2 contest. For the Eagles, it's number 34, Blake Myers. Number 2, Ethan Sens. Number 44, Alex Hill, our player to watch for the Eagles. Number 33, Keegan Messel. And number 20, Kobe Hendrickson. Your starters for the Eagles here as they take their home court. Second region contest of the year for both teams.
All right, it's the Eagles, it's the Cardinals, it's Region 2 basketball action here from Youngsville Area High School. We are just about set to get it going. Looking forward to it, partner. Should be a good one.
Should absolutely be a good ball game tonight. It's looking like it's going to be Blake Myers against Chase Miller here at the tip. Ball is up, and Miller controls. That'll be Homa to bring it up. Gives it over to Miller. Then to Barzak. And inside to Barzak and asserting himself early into your player to watch.
Yep, right away. I mean, when he gets positioned like that, forget about it.
Hendrickson will bring it up for the Eagles. Gives over to Myers. Hill nearly has it taken away. Is able to recover. Feigns to Messel and gives over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson stops. It's outside to Myers. Tried to drive. Carroll is right there to get a hand on it. Eagles get it out to Ethan Sens.
Youngsville showing good patience here.
Hendrickson with it. We'll reset the offense here as the Eagles trail 2-0. First minute of play in the Icy Ink first quarter. Sens drives, dishes. And Henderson tried to go inside to Messel. Couldn't get the handle cleanly, and the Cardinals come up with it. And Barzak's going to get called for a travel as he tried to hold up and pass off there to Homa.
Yeah, get it to his point guard, but just drug the foot there. And Youngs, when you're struggling offensively, one thing you don't want to do is go a possession without getting a shot.
And the official, not wasting any time here tonight, set the ball on the floor on the sideline as Youngsville was trying to figure out the play to run and started the count. The Eagles do get it in. Ethan Sens with it now. Gives off to Hendrickson. Hendrickson drives. Dishes out to Hill for a three. It's no good, but Sens with the rebound. Blocked away there by Barzak. Tried to get it again, and this time he's going to get called for the Potter County Family Campground foul.
And if you're Youngsville, you love to see that. They are the smaller team in this matchup, but hitting the offensive glass there early, that's a great sign.
Messel to the line for a pair of Nesta Builders free throws. Just off the back of the rim on the first. We see our first substitution is Nathan Lux, number 21. Checks in for Blake Myers. Messel's second shot is in. It's 2-1 Cochranton, 6:25 to play in our Icy Ink first quarter. Miller with it, draws a double team, gets it over to Barzak. Gives off to Carroll, right back to Barzak. Outside now to Homa for three. Rattles out. Lux there on the rebound, gets it out to Hendrickson. He'll bring it up.
Hendrickson will slow it down.
6 minutes to go first quarter. It's 2-1 Cochranton.
I would like to see Youngsville will probably try and get out and run a little bit off missed shots. I think it's going to be tough. Good shots are going to be hard to come by against this Cochran half-court defense. As you see a turnover there.
And Hendrickson gets it right back for the Eagles, or does he? Oh, and he and Barzak go down to the floor hard. Looks like both guys are okay. Good battle there on the floor for the loose ball.
Good sportsmanship as well. And
our
the arrow will go the way of
Pitt Bradford possession
Pitt Bradford
arrow
possession
goes the way of the Eagles.
Absolutely.
You can get a University of Pittsburgh degree in your possession at Pitt Bradford. Pitt Bradford, where students love where they learn. Messel with it for the Eagles. 5:30 to go. First quarter here from Youngsville. Cochranton leading 2-1. You touched on it, Andy. The key for the Eagles, it seems, offensively is going to be finding a way to get the ball inside. Cochranton seems content to just let them pass it around the perimeter right now and force a turnover like they did just there. Miller comes up with it. Has the shot altered, but Hendrickson's going to get called for the Potter County Family Campground foul.
Yep, and again, against that, that's what you want against that zone defense. Just kind of passing around the perimeter. Youngsville's got to get a flash into the middle there and kind of work off of that. But see Miller going to the free throw line here.
Miller's first shot is up and in. And Chase Miller builds on the lead with a pair of Nesta Builders free throws. It's 4-1 Cochranton. Hendrickson bringing it up the floor for the Eagles. Gives over to Messel. Messel runs into traffic, is able to swing it out to Waylon Moore, number 0, who's checked in for Youngsville for the first time. Moore gets it down in the corner to Hendrickson. Hendrickson has a little trouble with the handle. Gets it to Sens. Sens tries to drive. Gets tied up, kicks out to Messel. His jumper is no good. Rebound goes to Carroll.
Yeah, but at least that time they got a good shot. That's the shot you'll take, but it just didn't go.
Landon Homa gives off to Barzak. And back to Carroll. Miller in the corner. He drives, kicks it out. Homa, drive, jumper. Off the rim, Sends with the rebound, gets up to Hendrickson, who's up quickly, and pulls up for a jumper. That's an Icy Ink three-pointer for Kobe Hendrickson, and we are tied at 4.
Yep, I like that for Youngsville, getting out and running off a missed shot and getting in transition.
Midpoint of our Icy Ink first quarter. Cardinals and Eagles are tied at 4. Sens nearly got that pass intended for Barzak. Barzak able to control, gets it over to Carroll, and Carroll's going to get called for a travel.
Good intensity to this one on both sides early on.
Hendrickson coming up the floor now. Gives over to Sens. Sends dishes to Lux. Now outside to Moore. Up to Messel. His jumper is good off the backboard. And Youngsville takes the lead for the first time, 6-4. 3:25 to go first quarter. Homa in the corner to Carroll. He knocks down the Icy Ink three-pointer. 7-4, Cochranton leading. Or excuse me, 7-6. Hendrickson now directed traffic, gives over to Sens. Sens tried to get it inside, does get to Lux, who kicks it out to Sens, to Moore. Hendrickson
He traveled.
travels, trying to drive baseline. It'll be Homa to bring it up for the Cardinals. Gives over to Miller. And Barzak out to Carroll. Inside to Barzak, and he puts it off the glass and in.
Yeah, that's just great passing there from the Cardinals to a wide open Barzak.
9-6, Cochranton leading now. 2:30 to go in the first quarter. Lux with it in the corner, has it poked away by Miller. Miller's going to come up quickly, dishes off to Homa, and Homa's jumper couldn't go. Carroll comes up with the rebound. Now Hoffman, hits putback off the rim. Loose ball, and we've got a tie-up. Messel and looked like Homa. This time the Pitt Bradford possession arrow keeps it with the Cardinals.
2:13 to go here first quarter. 9-6 Cochranton.
Hoffman inbounds to Homa over to Carroll. Trying to get it down low to Miller. It's picked off. Messel comes up with it for the Eagles. Gives over to Hendrickson right at the timeline there. Hendrickson dishes out, and now that's a jump shot from Nathan Curry, and he hits. That's an Icy Ink three-pointer.
Yep, and that aggressive defense there from Cochranton coming out, way out to challenge Youngsville able to take advantage.
Miller tries to answer with a jumper, doesn't go. Barzak comes up with the rebound and the putback. So Cochranton retakes the lead, 11-9. Final 90 seconds of the first quarter here from Youngsville High School. The District 10 Region 2 matchup tonight.
Yep, like I said, good intensity, good pace to this one early on.
And
gotta get a travel.
Sens,
Okay.
Hoffman getting called for a block.
Okay, my bad. I apologize.
We've got some substitutions coming in. The number 24, Dustin Miller for Cochranton, and Blake Myers checking back in for Youngsville. Sends with it in the corner, kicks out to Hendrickson. Hendrickson over to Curry, had a little trouble with it. Able to recover, gets it back to Sens. Sens drives and draws a block.
So Sens, that's a couple of fouls he's drawn here on this possession.
Eagles to inbound under their own basket. That last foul was on Miller, who had just checked in. And now we get another whistle. This one looks like it's going to be on Hoffman. That'll be his second.
Team foul number 4 on Cochranton.
Curry gets it into Sens. Right back to Curry. And out to Hendrickson. Final minute of the first quarter. Myers to Curry. Nearly picked off by Miller. Hendrickson with it now. Drives. Puts up a floater and gets it in. We're tied at 11.
Nifty shot there from Hendrickson.
Fought through all that traffic to get that one in. Barzak with it for the Cardinals. Now out to Hoffman. Over to Miller. Inside to Barzak. Barzak's going to draw a foul.
Yeah, he also drew a lot of defenders as well.
33.2 seconds to go here in our Icy Ink first quarter. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool. Wear Icy. Visit them online at icyink.com. That's ICYYink.com. Miller to inbound. Gets it in. That's number 4, Dominic Domoff, who's checked in. Miller has it now. He drives. Turnaround. Tried to get it down low to Homa. Couldn't connect on the pass. Eagles have it with 23.9 seconds to go first quarter.
And I have to imagine want to maybe try and hold for the last shot here if you're Youngsville.
Tied at 11. Hendrickson with it. Tries to get a screen from Curry. Hendrickson's going to drive, and it's blocked away by Barzak. Homa coming up with it. Final 5 seconds of the quarter. Gets it over to Barzak. Out to Miller with 1 second. Fires, and just off the mark. So after 1 quarter of play here at Youngsville High School, it is Cochranton 11, Youngsville 11. Allegheny Girl High School basketball on D9and10sports.com.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Throughout West Central Pennsylvania, people are losing their glasses. Well, they haven't really lost them. They just don't need them anymore. Thanks to the amazing LASIK surgeons at Laurel Eye Clinic. Using state-of-the-art bladeless LASIK technology, these board-certified surgeons offer better vision for you and your family. With 10 convenient locations, there's bound to be one nearby. Isn't it time that you lost your glasses? Call Laurel Eye Clinic or visit laureleye.com and schedule your free consultation.
And we're back here at Youngsville High School, getting set to start the second quarter. Youngsville and Cochranton tied at 11 in this District 10 Region 2 contest. Brian Hagberg and Andy Close with you here for D9and10sports.com. Our second quarter tonight is brought to you by Hunter Station Golf Club. Golf season is just around the corner, and Hunter Station Golf Club in Tionesta has you covered with a season pass. Call 814-755-4558 to buy a season pass today and ask about their play and stay packages. Hunter Station Golf Club, located 3 miles south of Tionesta. Sends with it for the Eagles, gets it inside to Myers. He takes a jumper, is tipped away by Barzak. More on the rebound, and Barzak ties him up. Pitt Bradford possession arrow gives it to the Cardinals. Landon Homa brings it up. White Barzak with it now out to Homa. Finds Carroll for 3, just off the mark. Hendrickson comes away with the rebound and pushing quickly for the Eagles up the floor. Hendrickson now kicks out to Myers, takes a 3, just off the rim. Curry coming up with the rebound for the Eagles. What a fight for that one. Gets it to Sens, and Sens is going to draw the foul.
And one thing, so far in this ball game, the second chance opportunities, Youngsville's had a few more of them than Cochranton has so far, which you might not expect given, Cochranton's a little bigger, a little longer. But, the Eagles showing some good hustle here.
Number 33, Keegan Messel checking in for the Eagles, replaces Myers. Inbound goes to Waylon Moore, dishes off to Ethan Sens, and now to Messel. Messel back out to Hendrickson. Sends with it inside to Messel. Kicks out to Nathan Curry and back to Sens. Sens drives, pulls up, dish over now to Hendrickson. Goes baseline, gets it inside to Messel. Shot was altered. Moore comes up with a rebound, tried to kick it out. And Dominic Domhoff was there for Cochranton. Brings it up the floor, gives it out to Dawson Carroll. Carroll over to Landon Homa, rattles out. Barzak on the rebound and gets the putback.
Yeah, I'm bigger, I'm stronger, I'm going to get that rebound.
13-11, Cochranton leading.
Barzak now with 8.
And Youngsville is going to take an Olawine Financial Group timeout. You need to take a timeout to make sure you stay on course to reach your goals with the Olawine Financial Group. Visit them online at olawinefinancialgroup.com. That's OLEWINE financialgroup.com. Just a 30-second timeout here for the Eagles, so we'll keep it right here. 6:28 to go in our Hunter Station Golf Club second quarter. Cochranton 13, Youngsville 11. Do want to take a moment to thank some of our other sponsors tonight. Warren General Hospital, exceptional care, exceptionally close at Warren General Hospital. Oil Country Crates, your products, our protection. Custom-made crates for shipping and beyond. OilCountryCrates.com. The Potter County Family Campground, camping in God's country. The Potter County Family Campground. Visit them online at PotterCountyCamping.com. You come out of that timeout. Eagles to inbound here. Again, 6:28 to go in the Hunter Station Golf Club second quarter. Eagles trailing the Cardinals 13-11. Hendrickson running the point, dishes off to Sens. Back out to Curry. And over to Hendrickson. And Andy, you talked about, maybe wanting to see the Eagles run a little bit more. Messel dishes off to Curry, just off the mark on the three, but the rebound goes to Sens. He takes a three, can't get it to go, and Cochranton comes up with it. That was number 24, Dustin Miller, on the rebound. And we're going to see Domhoff called for a travel on the fake.
Yeah, I think, that was a tough one. I think they're saying he picked up his foot. I'm not sure if he did or not, but it was called, so a turnover. Gives the ball back to Youngsville.
But going back to the point I was going to make, you talked about wanting to see the Eagles run a little bit more in transition. They've been incredibly patient running their half-court offense, though.
They have.
And it seems to have paid off for them thus far, as we get a tie-up between Barzak and Messel, and Barzak ends up ripping it away.
And that's going to stay with the Cardinals.
And we're going to see Alex Hill check in for the Eagles, give Sens a breather. .5:30 to go in the second quarter. Cochranton 13, Youngsville 11. Hill with it. Gets it out to Curry. And Curry trying to dish off to Hendrickson, goes off his foot. And Cochranton comes up with it. Barzak has it, bringing it up the floor. Dishes off to Carroll. Now back outside to Domhoff. And he gives back out to Barzak. Now gives to Miller. Miller back inside to Barzak, and he draws the foul.
Yep, they're going to get a push there. And that's, again, when Barzak gets position under there, it's all you can do to try, to try and keep him off the block.
Yeah, we're going to see Nathan Lux come back in for Waylon Moore. Cardinals inbound goes to Carroll. He fires a three just off the mark. Miller there with the putback. Doesn't get it to go, but will head to the free throw line for a pair of Ty Nesta Builders free throws.
And now we're starting to see the Cardinals assert themselves on the offensive glass a little bit. That's a couple times here in the last 3 possessions.
First free throw from Miller rattles in. Look for a second like that one might go off the front of the rim, but he gets the friendly roll. We've got some substitutions now as Homa checks back in for the Cardinals. Same with Myers for the Eagles. And Miller can't get the second to go, but Barzak's there for the rebound. Putback is no good. Myers comes up with it and fighting for the rebound inside. 14-11, the Cochranton lead. Curry just off the mark on three. Lux there for the putback, doesn't go. Miller out quickly. Tried to Euro step past Hendrickson. Nothing doing, and the ball goes out of bounds to the Eagles.
Yep, tried, just didn't work. Youngsville still looking for their first points of the quarter with 4:35 to go before halftime.
Cochranton leading 14-11. Hendrickson drives, is tripped up, no call there, and Hill's going to get called on that bump.
Yeah.
Just gave Homa a little hip check there.
Yep, and I know he's not happy with the call, but yeah, that's one they're going to call pretty much every time.
If he were on the ice against the boards, probably gets away with that one, but not on the hardwood. Miller gives off to Barzak and out to Carroll. Dustin Miller gives to Chase Miller. His shot no good. Rebound goes to Homa. Inside to Barzak. He tried to go out to Dustin Miller, and Hendrickson's there.
Yep, just jumped the passing line there. Good job by Kobe Hendrickson.
Midpoint of the Hunter Station Golf Club second quarter. It's still 14-11. Cochranton leading Youngsville. Inside, Lux has it. Kicks out to Curry for three off the back of the rim. Chase Miller brings it down for the Cardinals. Gives off to Carroll and then to Homa. And Barzak has it up top. To Chase Miller, he drives. Kicks out to Carroll. Homa, corner three. Off the mark. Barzak on the rebound. Foul on the floor on the rebound. So no shots yet, but that is a 6-team foul on Youngsville. Inbound to Homa. Three is no good. Barzak goes up and gets that rebound. And goes inside. And foul before the or no, they are going to call that. They are going to count that shot. So, and one situation here for Wyatt Barzak.
that was a strong rebound from Mr. Barzak, as he's now at double figures with 10.
And free throw is off the mark. It is 16-11 Cochranton with 3:15 to go here in the Hunter Station Golf Club second quarter. Still with 3:15 to go as they have not started the clock yet. There it goes. A few extra seconds there for the Eagles on this possession. As they swing it to Hendrickson in the corner inside to Lux. Hendrickson drives, tried to dish off to Myers. Too many Cardinals there for that play to work. And now we're starting to see a little bit, Andy, the Eagles rush those offensive possessions.
Yep, again, 5 minutes without a bucket here in the second quarter.
Down low to Barzak. Jumper, no good. Carroll and Chase Miller fight for the rebound. Miller has it now. His jumper off the rim. Rebounded by Curry. Gives to Hendrickson. And again, this is a situation. It's just a 5-point game. There's no need for the Eagles to try to rush a shot or fire off a three here as Hill takes a three. Well off the mark. Homa up with it. And Homa dishes down low to Carroll. He lays it in.
Yep, and we're seeing Cochranton. That's another thing they're doing now, too, is getting out more off of missed shots in transition. Leads to an easy layup there.
2 minutes left in the first half. Cochranton has a 7-point lead now, 18-11. Hill dishes off to Lux. His jumper just doesn't go. Poked the rebound away from Barzak, but out of bounds.
We get a couple substitutions here for the Eagles. Ethan Sens will check back in, as will Keegan Messel.
And you just hear the Eagles bench saying, hey, we need a stop right here. And that's absolutely true. Chase Miller drives, dishes down low to Dustin Miller off his head. Hill comes up with it, and he's going to get called for the carry.
Not a call you see a lot, but when you do, it's typically pretty obvious.
It's a golden opportunity there for the Eagles to end this run. Ball goes inside to Dustin Miller. He dishes out to Homa, but draws a foul first.
Yeah, that's going to be free, or 1-on-1, I should say.
So Dustin Miller heads to the line. Is that Potter County Family Campground foul goes on. They have number 20, Hendrickson, on the board, but he's not on the floor at the moment, so I think they meant 21, which would be Lux. And now they have corrected it, so that was Lux on the foul. Shot was no good. Hill has it for the Eagles. And his pass is picked off by Dustin Miller. Gets up to Carroll. He puts it up and in. And it's
Carroll's
now
having a very good half.
9-point Cochranton lead as we approach the final minute of the first half. Lux out to Hill. Hill descends. Tried to get it back to Lux off his leg. Homa out in front. His shot no good. Chase Miller tried to get the putback. Couldn't get it to fall. Gets the rebound. And now a fight for it. And we see Barzak and Sens go to the floor. They're going to call a jump ball. And the Pitt Bradford possession arrow keeps it with Cochranton.
Yeah, both these teams really getting after here as we get a timeout, I do believe.
Cochranton going to call their first Olawine Financial Group timeout. Again, a 30-second timeout. And again, Andy, just as we were mentioning the Eagles being patient, running their offense, Cochranton got a couple stops, got some points, and then all of a sudden you saw that almost panic set in for the Eagles. They started rushing some things, trying to really drive the lanes when it wasn't there, and it's cost them now as the lead has swelled to 9.
Yeah, and again, but I mean, in one sense, they're lucky though as well because they haven't scored in this quarter, and it's still a single-digit game. If you're Cochranton, they've really picked up the defensive intensity here in the second quarter, and a bucket here for the one way or the other, I think, would be big psychologically.
50 seconds left here in the Hunter Station Golf Club second quarter. Inside to Barzak. He dishes back out to Chase Miller. Carroll for 3, rattles out, and Barzak tips the rebound out of bounds. So a big stop there for the Eagles defensively. And now the clock didn't stop when the ball went out of bounds.
Yeah.
So a couple issues with the clock here. One time didn't start, and now it's run too long. And
honestly, it's probably about where it should be at. 35 seconds on the clock.
And I just heard the Youngsville coaches saying we want the last shot. So we'll see if the Eagles are able to hold for a final shot here as Hendrickson brings it up. Gives over to Sens. Sens dishes off to Myers. Myers to Hendrickson. Hendrickson drives and draws a foul.
We're going to reach in. That'll be team foul number 6 on Cochranton, so no free throws yet.
20 seconds to go here before halftime. And we are going to get a sub for Cochranton. That is, I believe that was number 20, Nick Knapka, checking in. Sens shot blocked away by Barzak, and we get a tie up on the rebound. Again, Eagles going to hold on with the possession arrow here. 16.9 seconds to go.
That's a couple of blocks now for Barzak in the first half.
Eagles inbound it over to Lux and now to Hendrickson. He's going to drive. Pull-up jumper is good.
And that one over the top of Barzak that time.
20-13, Cochranton, final 5 seconds. Carroll has it. Gives off to Domhoff. Domhoff still with it. Final second. Carroll gets the shot off. Just off the mark. So we head to halftime with Cochranton leading Youngsville 20-13. We're going to take a quick break and be back with the Potter County Family Campground halftime show. This is Allegheny Grill High School basketball on D9and10sports.com.
Elwood National Forge, with locations in Irvin, Warren, and Corey, has been a proud employer in Warren County for nearly 20 years and continues to be an active partner in the Warren County community. Elwood National Forge wants to wish the Eagles, Knights, and Dragons the best of luck on the court, in the pool, on the mat, and most importantly, in the classroom this season.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel, as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com. With locations in Chippenville and Tonesta, Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
We are back here at Youngsville High School, where at the half, Cochranton leads Youngsville 20-13 in this District 10 Region 2 matchup on the hardwood. This is Allegheny Grill High School basketball on D9and10sports.com. Brian Hagberg and Andy Close with you here for the Potter County Family Campground halftime show. Camping in God's country, the Potter County Family Campground. Visit them online at pottercountycamping.com. And Andy, let's take a look now at our halftime stats, brought to you tonight by Warren General Hospital. Exceptional care, exceptionally close at Warren General Hospital.
Again, Cochranton with the 20-13 lead at the half. Cardinals 11 points in the first quarter, 9 in the second. Leading the way is the big 6'4" senior Wyatt Barzak. He has 10 points for Cochranton. Dawson Carroll with an impressive first half as well. He has 7, and Chase Miller with 3 to account for their 20. That's Barzak with 10, Carroll with 7, and Miller with 3. For the Cardinals and for the Eagles, they scored 11 points in the first quarter as well, 2 in the second. Kobe Hendrickson leading the way with 7 points. Keegan Massell with 3, and Nathan Curry with 3. Again, that's Hendrickson with 7, Massell with 3, and Curry with 3 for Youngsville for their total of 13, as Cochranton leads here 20-13 at the half of this Region 2 battle.
All right, those are our halftime stats. Again, brought to you tonight by Warren General Hospital. Exceptional care, exceptionally close. Warren General Hospital. And Andy, I think, it really two distinctly different quarters, especially for the Youngsville offense here in the first half. First quarter, they came out, they were patient, they got good looks, scored 11 points, were right with Cochranton at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, all of a sudden, as we talked about in the pregame, those shots just stopped falling for the Eagles. They rushed a little bit once they got behind, but then again, you score 2 points in the quarter. When you're struggling offensively as it is, those are the kind of things you just can't have happen.
Yeah, and again, they're only down 7, but I think some of the credit there has to go to the Cochranton defense as well. I mean, yes, Youngsville started forcing some maybe not getting the looks they were getting in the first quarter, but I think some of that had to do with Cochranton. They extended their defense a little bit. They really ramped up the pressure somewhat, and that made things more difficult. The Eagles turned the ball over a few times. That led to some transition and fast break opportunities there for the Cardinals, which I thought they were able to take advantage of. But again, on the bright side, if you're Youngsville, You score 2 points in the quarter and still just a 7-point game at the half. Cochranton, I think defensively they have to be very pleased with their effort so far. Probably offensively not. They have to see a few more shots fall. They've had success when they've gotten the ball inside to Barzak, but they would probably, I'm sure, like to see a few more shots fall from the outside as well. If they did in the first half, it'd probably be a double-digit game. But again, credit to Youngsville for that as well.
And we came in, we expected this to be a pretty physical contest, and I think we've seen that, especially like you said, Andy, on the glass, on those fights for the rebounds, loose balls on the floor, things like that. We've really seen both teams getting after it, but not overly aggressive to the point that they're really drawing fouls. I mean, both teams got into the bonus, but it was late into the first half before they made it that far. So really a physical contest. But nothing over the line so far. And I think that's the kind of thing you want to see if you're a physical basketball team. That's exactly the way you want to play it.
Yeah, no, it's just two teams that are playing hard and getting after it right now. I think that's great. That's, again, we're into January now. We get into that grind of region play. These are the kind of games you expect. It's tough. It's physical. All these teams know each other. Even if they're playing for the first time this year, they're used to playing each other. These programs are familiar with one another, and I think you see a lot of that in the first half tonight.
Yeah, absolutely have. And again, what adjustments can the Eagles make offensively so that they look more like the team that they did in the first quarter and less like the one in the second?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, you have to take care of the basketball, right? I mean, you can't score if you don't get shots. Again, Cochranton forced them into some turnovers there towards the end of the half, or in the second quarter, I should say. So number one is taking care of the ball. Number two is don't rush it. You talked about be patient, look for the shot you want. I thought in the first quarter they did that. Second quarter maybe got away from it just a little bit. So I think that's kind of the key for Youngsville. Again, patience and take care of the ball. Now, again, Cochranton had a lot to do with that. I was very impressed with their defense over the final 8 minutes of the first half there. So we'll see if that continues into the second half.
All right, you said that was a key for Youngsville. That takes us into our keys to the second half, sponsored by Your Daily Local. Your Daily Local brings you the news you need when you need it online at yourdailylocal.com.
Yeah, I think if you're Cochranton, continue to take advantage of your size advantage, specifically Barzak and Miller. We saw them, again, I think that's something that changed from the first quarter to the second quarter. It was Youngsville getting a lot of the second chances in the first quarter. The second quarter, Cochranton really did, and that started, with the size and the length of Barzak and Miller. And even if they don't get the rebound, they're tipping it out to somebody and using that size to their advantage. So I think using your strength to your advantage in the second half for Cochranton, and if they do that, they'll come away with a win.
All right, again, those were our keys to the second half, brought to you tonight by Your Daily Local. The news you need when you need it, yourdailylocal.com. And just about a minute and a half to go before we start the third quarter here tonight, I saw as Youngsville's Kobe Hendrickson was coming back onto the floor. He made a little stop in the bleachers there, had a word with Gage Hendrickson, who I saw recently had a birthday, so happy birthday to Gage. But certainly not a bad place to go if you're looking for some advice on how to handle some of these big guys down low for Cochranton.
Yeah, Gage was one of the big reasons behind the resurgence of Youngsville basketball in recent years. 1,000-point scorer, just a terrific player at the high school level. And, little bro looking to him for some advice. And, I think he's played hard. He's you talk about a guard that's not afraid to get there and mix it up, with some of the bigs. That's Kobe Hendrickson.
All right, so that'll just about do it for the Potter County Family Campground halftime show.
Yep.
Camping in God's Country, the Potter County Family Campground. Visit them online at pottercountycamping.com. Also want to say thank you to Oil Country Crates. Your products are protection, custom-made crates for shipping and beyond, oilcountrycrates.com. Our third quarter tonight is brought to you by Pitt Bradford. Students at Pitt Bradford live and learn on a friendly, inclusive, and welcoming campus where they receive personalized attention and earn the well-respected University of Pittsburgh degree. Apply today at upb.pitt.edu. Pitt Bradford, where students love where they learn.
Cochranton's been ready to go out on the floor here for about a minute. Youngsville just breaking the huddle.
Chase Miller with it for the Cardinals. Gets it over to Wyatt Barzak and now hands off to Landon Homa. Back to Miller, out to Dawson Carroll. Carroll out to Kyle Hoffman. Miller to Homa. Quick passing here by the Cardinals to start the second half. Inside to Hoffman. He puts it up and in.
Yep, and again, there's more of that size. Hoffman, another one of those bigger kids for the Cardinals, able to get position and get the deuce.
Hendrickson brings it up for the Eagles, trailing 22-13. Just over 30 seconds into the third quarter.
First 2 points of the game for Hoffman.
Ethan Sens with it now for the Eagles. Runs into traffic. And Carroll pokes it away, and Sens is going to get called for the Potter County Family Campground foul, trying to get that ball back.
So the first foul of the third quarter goes against the Eagles.
Homa brings it up, gives off to Miller. Barzak right back to Homa, over to Miller, swings it to Carroll in the corner. Carroll skip past to Homa, down low, Miller, baseline, off the glass and in.
Evan, just no one came over on the help side there for Youngsville.
1:15 here into the third quarter, and it's 24-13, Cochranton leading. Sends to Alex Hill. Swings it over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson drives, has it poked away. Loose ball, and we got a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Youngsville. So quickly, their second, as the lead is up to 11, 24-13 for Cochranton. That foul went on Lux, his second of the game.
Team foul number 2 of the half.
Homa gives off to Miller and over to Barzak. Right back to Homa and Miller. Miller drives, dishes to Hoffman. His shot rims out, but Barzak on the rebound can't get the putback to go. Miller comes up with it. He puts it off the glass, no good. And we see Messel come down with it, and Cochranton draws a jump ball. Pitt Bradford possession arrow gives it to Youngsville. You can get a University of Pittsburgh degree in your possession at Pitt Bradford. Hendrickson directing traffic here. Just under 6 minutes to go in the Pitt Bradford third quarter. 24-13, Cochranton leads. Messel with it. Draws a double team, kicks it out to Sens. Nathan Curry drives baseline. Out to Hendrickson in the corner. Dishes out to Hill. Hill finds Curry in the corner for three. Rattles out.
That ball was halfway down.
And Hoffman with a big rebound there for the Cardinals. Thought that one was going to go for Curry. Would have been a big shot for the Eagles. Instead, the Cardinals come away with it. Hoffman dishes inside to Barzak. He puts it off the glass. No good. Hoffman came skying in for the rebound. It's knocked out of bounds.
It's going to go back to Youngsville. Or no, it's going to stay. Is it?
It is going to stay with Cochranton. I agree with you, Andy. I thought I heard him say white ball at first, but it is Cochranton's ball. They get it into Homa. Over to Carroll.
Yeah, that's going to be a travel.
It was actually, looks like a moving screen or a charge on Carroll.
So turnover nonetheless.
As we see number 24, Dustin Miller, come back in for Cochranton. Hendrickson has it now for the Eagles. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's 24-13 Cochranton. Sends with it. Looking for some help. Dishes off to Curry. Now back to Hendrickson. Fakes, drives, dishes to Sens. Runs into all kinds of traffic. Has it blocked away.
A good pass, better defense.
Homa dishes down low to Carroll. And Carroll's shot is blocked, but they're going to say Hill got him on the arm.
Yep, so Carroll will go to the line for 2. 7 points in the game for Dawson Carroll.
Carroll going to try to build on the Cochranton lead with a pair of Ty Nesta Builders free throws. And he hits the first. You see the Youngsville students all on their feet. They've been uncharacteristically quiet here this evening. As Carroll knocks down the second. And makes it 26-13 Cochranton as we approach the halfway point of the Pitt Bradford third quarter. Hill with it. He drives. Dishes back out to Sens. Gives over to Curry. Curry to Hendrickson. Hendrickson dishes it back to Hill. Kicks out to Curry. Thought about the three. Homa closed quickly. Hill fires a three as well short. And Homa saves it right into Chase Miller. Miller gets it up to Barzak. He puts it too strong off the glass.
Oh, and that was a beautiful outlet.
But then stole it right away from Curry, and Chase Miller got a bit of the rim on that. Tried to dunk it. Has a little laugh coming back.
Little half dunk there. We'll call it.
It is 28-13 now, Cochranton, with 3:45 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, a little bit of danger time here for Youngsville.
And again, Andy, go back to that corner three as Miller knocks the ball away from Sens, and Sens falls out of bounds.
Yeah, the one from Curry that was halfway down and went out. Yep.
Really changes the complexion of this ball game if that falls.
And we're going to get a timeout here, Youngsville.
And they're going to take a full timeout. We're going to take it with them. This is high school basketball on D910sports.com, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Hi, this is Joe Bees, the host of the BI Sports Podcast. Do you love uncensored looks into all things sports? If you said yes, then this is the podcast for you. The BI Sports Podcast features a number of topics, including current events, sports history, sports betting, a look into the darker stories in sports, and much more. The BI Sports Podcast is available on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and many more. You can also search the BI Sports Podcast on Facebook, where you can interact with other listeners as well as myself. Don't wait. Tune on into the weekly episodes today.
Elwood National Forge, with locations in Irvin, Warren, and Corry, has been a proud employer in Warren County for nearly 20 years and continues to be an active partner in the Warren County community. Elwood National Forge wants to wish the Eagles, Knights, and Dragons the best of luck on the court, in the pool, on the mat, and most importantly, in the classroom this season.
Welcome back into Youngsville High School. 3:34 to go in the Pitt Bradford third quarter. Cochranton leading Youngsville 28-13. Brian Hagberg and Andy Close with you here in the Park Avenue Motorcar broadcast booth on D910sports.com. And Youngsville with a little pressure defense. Barzak has it for the Cardinals, gets it over to Carroll, and now to Chase Miller. Chase Miller dishes off to Homa. Carroll for three. Can't get it to go. Rebound, kick it around. Goes out of bounds off Cochranton. Hendrickson will bring it up for the Eagles. Hill inside to Messel. His jumper. It falls. First points of the third quarter for Youngsville go to Keegan Messel. Chase Miller with it. Tried to get it down low to Dustin Miller. Goes right back to him. Now dishes off to Barzak. Barzak going to drive. His jumper is good.
12 points now for Wyatt Barzak.
Hendrickson has it for the Eagles, trailing by 15 here, 30-15. 2.5 to play, third quarter. Sens gets it over to Curry. Curry back to Hendrickson. Sens inside. Messel's jumper off the mark. Hendrickson pokes the rebound away, but Homa comes up with it. And Homa dishes down low to Dustin Miller. Too strong. Carroll there for the putback.
Carroll in the double figures now. He's playing a good ball game with 11.
Final 2 minutes of the third quarter. 32-15. Cochranton leading Youngsville in this District 10 Region 2 matchup. Alex Hill with it for the Eagles. Gives off to Curry. To Messel. And Messel tried to kick it back out to Curry. Wasn't there, but it was tipped away. So we'll stay Youngsville ball. And we see Blake Myers and Waylon Moore check in for the Eagles, as well as number 1, Max Adams, and number 4, Dominic Domhoff for the Cardinals.
I think we have another issue with the clock here.
And Phil Canfield questioning whether that pass had been tipped or not. Final 90 seconds here of the third quarter. Moore has it, gives it back out to Curry, tries to get it to Hill, and Max Adams right there trying to go all the way, and he's not going to get the shot, but draws the foul.
Good defense there by Mr. Adams. Just stepped right in front of the pass and gets out on the fast break.
You can see him anticipating that pass coming.
Chance for his first points of the night here.
And off the mark on the first. Sens comes in for Hill. And second shot for Adams is no good, but Chase Miller there for the rebound. Tries to turnaround jumper, and Myers there with it. Getting a little chippy down there. Looks like Adams is going to get called on the foul on this one. But you can see Myers is getting a little frustrated trying to come away with that rebound as it was ripped away from him. Nevertheless, final 65 seconds of the third quarter. Eagles have it. Sends up top, gives over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson goes baseline, kicks out to Curry, fires a three, tried to bank it in just off the rim. Rebound goes to Sens, gets it down low to Myers. Myers puts it off the glass and in.
Good effort there from the Eagles to get that second chance opportunity.
32-17, Cochranton leading now. Domhoff gets it down low to Dustin Miller. His shot goes off the rim. Curry comes up with it. Gives over to Hendrickson with the final 30 seconds of our Pitt Bradford third quarter. Hendrickson gives to Sens, kicks out to Curry. Over to Hendrickson. He gets down low to Myers. Jumper is good. Back-to-back buckets for Blake Myers. And it's 32-19. Final 10 seconds to go. Carroll has it. Gives over to Chase Miller. 3 seconds. And Miller's shot is blocked away by Myers. What a sequence there to end the third quarter for Blake Myers and Youngsville. Eagles still have work to do, trailing 32-19 as we head to the fourth. This is high school basketball on D9and10sports.com, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxborough.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxborough, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxborough is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
Throughout West Central Pennsylvania, people are losing their glasses. Well, they haven't really lost them. They just don't need them anymore. Thanks to the amazing LASIK surgeons at Laurel Eye Clinic. Call Laurel Eye Clinic and schedule your free consultation.
Have a fender bender? We can mend her at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
Just underway in the fourth quarter here at Youngsville High School. Cochranton leading the Eagles 32-19 in this District 10 Region 2 matchup. Brian Hagberg and Andy Close with you here for D9and10sports.com as Max Adams draws a foul on the baseline.
Be team foul number 5, I believe, on Youngsville.
And we see Nathan Lux come back in for the Eagles, gives Myers a rest. And Hendrickson gets that pass picked off, has Sens wide open, and Sens lays it in. Big play for the Eagles defensively, leads to offense, and Sens drew a foul on that layup as well, so he's going to get a chance for a traditional three-point play.
First point of the game for Ethan Sens.
Free throw is off the mark. Barzak tips the rebound over to Kyle Hoffman. Moore reached around and poked it away, but it goes out of bounds. But the lead is now 32-21 for Cochranton. Barzak with it. Gives off to Homa. And back to Barzak. Kicks it over to Adams. Has trouble with it and not able to save it. Good effort there by Max Adams.
But again, Youngsville with a chance to trim this to a single-digit deficit on this possession.
Hendrickson brings it up. Gives over to Curry. Back to Hendrickson. Dishes off to Moore. Hendrickson goes baseline, gives to Lux. His jumper off the rim. Rebound corralled by Hendrickson. He takes a jumper off the back of the rim. Rebound still kicked around. Lux fighting for it. Comes up with it. And we've got whistles here. The officials come together. And it is going to be a foul on Cochranton. What an effort by Nathan Lux.
Yep, Lux and Hendrickson before that.
Now we're going to see Dawson Carroll come back in for Cochranton for Max Adams.
Yeah, we're going to get a
movie screen.
Yep, we could see that one very well from our vantage point.
And again, do want to mention our fourth quarter tonight brought to you by the Laurel Eye Clinic. The Laurel Eye Clinic, a better vision for you. Visit them online at laureleye.com. Homa brings it up for the Cardinals, leading 32-21, 6:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Barzak just able to save that one. Homa trying to get it into Hoffman. He puts it up and in.
So Hoffman asserting himself here in the second half.
Hendrickson up with it now for the Eagles. Gives over to Sens. Sens drives, dishes out to Curry. Curry back to Sens. Trying to go back to Curry, and Homa's there to pick it off. And they're going to get Curry on the trip there.
Yeah,
I think they're calling a block on that. I think really their feet kind of came together.
Yeah, they did, yep.
And Keegan Messel comes in to replace Waylon Moore for the Eagles. And that is team foul number 7 against Youngsville. So Homa is at the line for a 1-and-1. And he misses the shot. Rebound kicked around. Barzak and Sens go to the ground with it, and it's a jump ball. Pitt Bradford possession arrow gives it to Youngsville.
Great intensity in this ball game. I know I've said that like 3 or 4 times already, but this is a tough, physical, scrappy, dig your knuckles in type of game.
34-21, Cochranton leading it. Curry gives over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson comes back out. Gives it to Messel. Back to Hendrickson. Fires a 3. And knocks it down. An Icy Ink three-pointer for Kobe Hendrickson. It's now a 10-point game. And there's an Icy Ink three-pointer from Domhoff to answer. Hendrickson over to Sens. Back to Hendrickson. Eagles trailing 37-24. Hendrickson looking, now goes back up top. Sends inside to Lux. Lux out to Curry for three. Off the mark, but Messel there for the rebound and the putback. Homa up quickly, gives it to Domoff. Back out to Barzak. Homa rattles out on the three. Barzak right there, but the putback doesn't go. Hendrickson comes up with it. It's kicked away to Barzak. But we've got a whistle before the shot. I think you're going to call that a kickball.
I think so, yeah, but that's the right call.
So will be Cochranton ball inbounding under their own basket, leading 37-26, 4:39 to go in the Lorelei Clinic fourth quarter. Homa trying to go inside to Barzak. It's taken away by Lux, but taken back by Barzak. He tries to go inside to Carroll. And there's a scrap for it again. And this time it's going to stay with Cochranton. Seems like the Eagles have come out in this fourth quarter with a little bit of chip on their shoulder.
Yep, but mess on that play.
Chase Miller skip pass to Homa, back to Miller. Now gives to Barzak. Carroll out to Hoffman. Miller goes baseline. And offensive foul on Chase Miller. What a sequence.
Yeah,
and these Eagles are fired up. That's the most enthusiasm we've seen on their bench all game, Andy.
Yeah, again, and for good reason. They're playing hard right now.
And again, we've got a clock issue here. And they're going to restart this possession. Going to make the Eagles take it back all the way under the basket. There were some issues with the clock not starting there.
There we go.
There it goes now with 4:10 to play in the Lorelei Clinic fourth quarter. It's 37-26 Cochranton.
They're going to get Miller there with the reach-in.
That'll be team foul number 6 on the Cardinals. Lux inbounds to Hendrickson. Gives over to Sens. Sens drives, dishes off to Hill. No hesitation, and knocks down a three. Alex Hill with an icy ink three-pointer.
So this is an 8-point game.
Carroll off the mark on the layup, and Lux comes down with the rebound, gets it up to Hill. Stops, fires a three. Off the rim, Barzak with the rebound. And Hill getting a little over-aggressive there.
Yeah, you know what? A little bit of a heat check there. I don't mind the shot, but at the same time, you probably could have got a better one there on the fast break.
And that's going to send Barzak to the line, as this is now a single-digit game, 37-29.
Closest Youngsville has been this half.
3:37 to go, fourth quarter. Barzak hits the first end of a 1-and-1. And knocks down the second. A couple of big free throws there from Wyatt Barzak.
Get a timeout here from Cochranton.
And that is an Olawine Financial Group timeout for the Cardinals. Take a timeout to make sure you stay on course to reach your goals with the Olawine Financial Group. Visit them online at OLEWINE financialgroup.com, OlawineFinancialGroup.com. And it looks like just a 30-second timeout here for the Cardinals. Again, 3:37 to go here in the Lorelei Clinic fourth quarter. The Lorelei Clinic, a better vision for you. Visit them online at Lorelei.com. It's a 10-point game, 39-29, and it looked, for all intents and purposes, late into the third quarter there, Andy, that Cochranton was going to end up running away with this one. And then, really that final minute and a couple of big shots and big rebounds from Blake Myers seems to have given Youngsville some momentum.
Yeah, and again, Cochranton's still in control here, up 10, but Youngsville, as you said, has done a good job of because you're right, this game could have gone the other way, and it could be a 20-plus point lead right now. But again, 10-point advantage. Youngsville's done a good job to fight and stay in the game.
Hendrickson with it for the Eagles, gives off to Hill. Hill dishes back to Sens. Trying to find Messel inside, nothing doing. Instead gives it to Lux. Lux looking for Messel, and it's taken away by Barzak.
Now
Costly turnover there for Youngsville.
Yep. Each possession becomes more and more critical here as we approach 3 minutes to go.
Carroll dishes off to Miller, out to Hoffman. Barzak gives to Homa.
Cochranton going to be patient here.
Inside to Barzak, puts it off the glass and in.
16 now for Wyatt Barzak.
Final 3 minutes of the fourth quarter. Cochranton leading 41-29. Hill with it for the Eagles. Gives it out to Hendrickson. And we're going to get an illegal screen, it looks like, on Lux.
So, yeah, that's not what you want coming out of the timeout there for your Youngsville back-to-back turnovers.
You could hear Cochranton coach Phil Campfield calling that one about 10 seconds before it happened and saying illegal, illegal, illegal. Homa gives off to Miller and out to Barzak. And now we're going to get one on Cochranton. And that's the risk you take sometimes when you call for a foul on the other team. They pay a little closer attention to your team as well.
So 2:33 to go, 41-29 lead for Cochranton.
Hendrickson gives it to Hill. Miller almost got that pass. Tried to go inside to Messel and just nothing there. Miller with it. His shot well off the mark. Curry comes up with it, trying to get by the Cochranton defense.
We're going to foul here, and we're going to get free throws, I believe. No foul. Out of bounds, Cochranton ball. After a meeting of the officials.
Carroll gives to Barzak. Out to Miller. And Homa back up top to Hoffman. Back to Homa. Barzak gets it to Miller on the baseline. Turnaround and one for Chase Miller.
And that might just be the one that puts it away. Chase Miller, nice move there along the baseline.
Exactly 2 minutes to go here in the Lorelei Clinic fourth quarter. And they still have not put the points on the board for the Miller bucket. The shot is no good. Barzak with the rebound. His putback is no good. Hill has it. Trying to get it to Hendrickson. He saves it, gets it to Curry. And they're going to call Curry out of bounds. And again, the points have not been added to the scoreboard. Scoreboard says 41-29. It should be 43-29 Cochranton.
Yeah, it is indeed 43-29 after the Miller bucket.
Miller has it. Eagles pressing defensively. Homa up to Miller. There, they put the points up finally. Down low to Hoffman. His shot no good. Curry with the rebound. And we've got a whistle. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Cochranton, and Curry's going to head to the line for a 1-and-1.
Curry with 3 points in the game.
And again, some confusion at the scorer's table. As they get that sorted out, it will be Curry shooting the 1-and-1. And he misses short on the first. Barzak secures the rebound. Homa brings it up for Cochranton, who leads at 43-29. Final 90 seconds of the ball game. Miller goes baseline, kicks out to Carroll. His shot blocked away by Sens. Vessel kicks it out to Hill. And we're going to have Youngsville taking a 30-second timeout here. With that, we want to say thank you to some of our sponsors tonight. The Warren General Hospital, exceptional care, exceptionally close. Oil Country Crates, your products, our protection. Custom-made crates for shipping and beyond. That's oilcountrycrates.com. Park Avenue Motor Car. Have a fender bender? We can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Call 814-726-9728. And it's always a great day at Warren Tire Center. Visit them online at warrentirecenter.com.
It's funny. I could hear the Cochranton bench over there saying we didn't need that shot.
Yeah.
And it's a good point. You're up 14, with a minute 20 to go. Chance to milk some clock. But again, Cochranton's still in control here, up 43-29.
Hendrickson with it now. Gives off to Sens. And it's stolen away. Carroll comes up with it and can't get the lay-in to go. Youngsville's able to rebound here with the final minute. Hendrickson comes up quickly, splits the defense, and puts it up and in, but Hendrickson is hurt. Looks like maybe a cramp as he's rubbing that calf muscle there.
I hope that's all it is. 12 points for Kobe Hendrickson. I think he's...
Hey, you might have to sit down and stretch that one out, Kobe. I just heard him say to the official, yeah, my leg's cramping.
And anyone who's ever had one of those knows just how painful that can be. And now he's going to take a seat. Yeah, it's got to get that worked out.
Yeah. So the Cardinals will bring it up. Final 50 seconds of this game. Cochranton 43, Youngsville 31. And Cardinals are in no hurry. And Youngsville not going to go for the foul. So it's Homa holding it here. Final 30 seconds of the game. Cochranton going to move to 2-0 in region play. Youngsville is going to fall to 0-2. And again, just a tough shooting second quarter for the Eagles as we get a foul here with the final 15 seconds. Real tough shooting second quarter for the Eagles. Really doomed them offensively in this one. Or, this ball game could have been a lot closer than it is.
Yeah, it wasn't. Youngsville played hard. They battled. Cochranton got up by as many as, I believe it was 15. Was it 17 at 30-13? So Youngsville did a good job battling back, but Cochranton played a tough game as well, particularly on the defensive end, as we see Homa knock down the free throw there.
Second shot coming for Homa. Rattles out. Barzak on the rebound and the putback. Why not?
It's his night.
46-31. Curry going to bring it up. Final shot here for the Eagles. Final 3 seconds. Curry takes a three off the rim. And that will do it from Youngsville. Your final, Cochranton 46, Youngsville 31. Don't go away. We'll be right back with the Elwood National Forge post-game show. This is high school basketball on D9and10sports.com, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Located at 229 Liberty Street in downtown Warren, Freedom Investment Management Group has a passion for helping people manage and preserve their wealth. Partners Rob Maring and Dave Close, along with all the professionals at Freedom Investment Management Group, are committed to providing the highest level of service to our clients. Every member of our team is experienced, educated, and passionate. We intentionally maintain a low client-to-team member ratio so that we can consistently deliver concierge-like service. Simply put, we are not like many other wealth management firms. Come experience the difference. Visit us online at freedomwealthcoach.com.
Throughout West Central Pennsylvania, people are losing their glasses. Well, they haven't really lost them. They just don't need them anymore. Thanks to the amazing LASIK surgeons at Laurel Eye Clinic. Call Laurel Eye Clinic and schedule your free consultation.
Have a fender bender? We can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
And we are back here at Youngsville High School for our Elwood National Forge post-game show. Elwood National Forge, with locations in Irvin, Warren, and Corey, has been a proud employer in Warren County for nearly 20 years and continues to be an active partner in the Warren County community. To learn more, visit elwoodnationalforge.com. And again, our final here from Youngsville: Cochranton 46, Youngsville 31. Cardinals improve to 4-5 overall, 2-0 in Region 2 play. Eagles fall to 1-8 overall and 0-2 in Region 2 play. And let's take a look at our final game stats, brought to you tonight by Warren General Hospital. Exceptional care, exceptionally close at Warren General Hospital.
Yep. Cochranton finished with 46 points, as you said. 11 in the first, 9 in the second, 12 in the third, and 14 in the fourth. Wyatt Barzak led the way, 18 points for the Cardinals. They had 2 more guys in double figures, Chase Miller and Dawson Carroll, with 11 points apiece. And it was Kyle Hoffman with 4, Landon Homa with 2, and Mr. Domhoff with 2 as well for the Cardinals, for their total of 46. And for Youngsville, finishing with 31, 11 in the first, 2 in the second, 6 in the third, 12 in the fourth. Kobe Hendrickson led the way with 12 points, finishing with 7, Keegan Massell, 4 for Blake Myers, 3 each for Alex Hill and Nathan Curry, and 2 for Ethan Sens, for their total of 31.
Those were our final stats. Again, brought to you tonight by Warren General Hospital. Exceptional care, exceptionally close. Warren General Hospital. And again, Andy, this was really the physical slugfest we expected it was going to be coming in here. And especially in that second half, the intensity really ratcheted up.
It did, yeah. And again, this is, you get into region play. I alluded to it, earlier. These programs, these teams, they know each other very well. This is going to be a tough physical battle. There are no gimmies. If you don't bring your A game, you can get beat. But to come in and get a region win on the road, you got to feel pretty good if you're Cochranton. And for Youngsville, again, I know no moral victories, but you have to like the fight. Again, that game could have got away from them, particularly in the third quarter. It didn't. They scratched and clawed, got it back down to single digits before Cochranton kind of extended it to close it out. So, I think a lot of it was about what I expected.
And like you said, for Cochranton, you come in, tough region game on the road, you come away with a win, especially in a position where we mentioned in the pregame, they got here just before pregame warmups were scheduled to start. Didn't seem to bother them in any way. And again, you talked about no moral victories for the Eagles, but you got to think they're going to maybe wonder what if that Nathan Curry three-pointer from the corner here that looked like it was about halfway down the basket and came out, if that shot falls, really a lot of different things maybe could have been at play here for the Eagles, but it didn't. And so our final 46-31.
Yeah, I think 2 things for Youngsville, that the 3 that didn't fall for Curry, and then the 2 points in the second quarter, really kind of their bugaboo there.
But defensively, it seemed like the Eagles did a better job. Wyatt Barzak just asserted himself, big physical presence down low. But, the Cardinals came in, Chase Miller and Landon Homa, both averaging 11 points a game. And it seemed like the Eagles did a really good job on them defensively.
Yeah, they really did. Again, most of Cochranton's success, at least offensively, came from their bigs. The guards kind of, I don't want to say canceled each other out a little bit, but I think really got after it. Not a lot of open looks on the perimeter for any of those guys really tonight. And so Cochranton went down low, again, used their size to their advantage. Barzak and Miller and Hoffman, I thought those guys did a really good job tonight.
All right, then with that, we're going to turn our attention now to our Icy Ink player of the game. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs, call Icy Ink at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Yeah, again, we talked about it. We talked about it in the pregame. We talked a lot about it during the game. Wyatt Barzak had a fantastic game tonight. Really established himself as that physical presence on the block that Cochranton needed to win this ball game. Offensively, defensively, you saw, I think he had at least 3 blocks tonight. It was just a menace on the glass as well. So he did a little bit of everything. for the Cardinals, and one of the biggest reasons they were able to come in here on the road and get a win tonight. So Wyatt Barzak, our Icy Ink player of the game.
Congratulations to Cochranton's Wyatt Barzak, our Icy Ink player of the game. Again, for all your screen printing and embroidery needs, call Icy Ink at 814-688-0034 or visit them online at icyink.com. That's ICYY Inc.com. And Andy, congratulations to you. You went 2 for 2 tonight. Barzak was your player to watch also. So player to watch, and he gets player of the game. So good call on that one.
Well, just sometimes the scouting reports are right. What can I say? No, I think certainly a couple guys you could have went with for Cochran. I thought Wyatt might be able to really establish himself with his height advantage tonight. He was certainly able to do that.
All right. So before we head out of here from Youngsville High School, Andy, any final thoughts on this one?
Yes, 1 second. But I think we're going to try and get Mr. Barzak
over as the Cardinals do come out of the locker room, we are going to try to get our player of the game over for the traditional post-game interview while Andy heads over that way. Again, do want to say thank you to some of our other sponsors here this evening. Oil Country Crates, your products are protection, custom-made crates for shipping and beyond. Your Daily Local brings you the news you need when you need it. YourDailyLocal.com. Park Avenue Motor Car. Have a fender bender? We can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Call 814-726-9728. Also want to say thank you to Pitt Bradford, where students love, where they learn. The Laurel Eye Clinic, a better vision for you. Also want to say thank you and a shout out to the Beehive Sports Podcast. For an uncensored look into sports, check out the Beehive Sports Podcast. As we get Mr. Barzak hooked up here on our headset. So, Wyatt, congratulations, our Icy Ink player of the game.
Thank you.
You guys came in here. We were talking in the pregame. We expected this to be a pretty physical contest between these two teams. Was that what you and your teammates were expecting coming in as well?
Yeah, coming here is always a tough game. Like, the fans are here. It's always a tough game, physical.
Yeah, come out almost dead even in the first quarter. You guys were able to pull away a bit in the second and third, but it seemed like late in the third quarter, Youngsville tried to get some of that momentum back. What were you guys able to do, especially defensively, to shut them down through those second and third quarters?
I mean, our zone's pretty good. We fixed it at halftime, went through everything, what to do, and had good halftime adjustments.
And again, you knew you guys were going to come in with a bit of a size advantage. Coming into this game, your guards had kind of been leading the way offensively. Was part of the game plan to really feed you guys, yourself and Hoffman down low to take advantage of that size advantage that you have?
Yeah. I mean, our offense mainly ran through the bigs, but we're missing one of our key players now with the ankle injury, and that's part of the reason the bigs or the smalls are playing pretty good right now.
And again, early in the region schedule, but you guys come up here and get a big region win on the road. How big is that for you guys building momentum as you come through your region schedule?
Pretty big. We have Cambridge on Tuesday, which is always like the biggest game of the year for us. So this is a good warm-up for Cambridge.
Okay. All right. I see your teammates are heading out to the bus, so we won't keep you long, but Wyatt Barzak, our icing player of the game, and congratulations to you and your teammates on the win.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Wyatt. Appreciate it. All right, well, that will just about wrap it up here for us from Youngsville High School as we get Andy back on the headset here. And before we were able to get that player of the game interview, Andy, any final thoughts on the game?
Yeah, again, I think I've said it. And why I kind of alluded to it. They got a big game with Cambridge Springs coming up, big rivalry game there. Go a long way towards determining the region champion, those matchups. But again, you talk about taking care of business on your home court in region play. Anytime you can get one, you can, don't want to say steal one on the road, but sometimes that expression is used. But anytime you come on the road in region play, get a win, no matter how it looks, no matter what the score is, you take it every single time. So I think, Cochranton, job well done. And again, Youngsville, I thought, again, no moral victories, but showed a lot of fight tonight. I think that's a lot. I think they can build on that going forward. Really coming off a tough game against Union City, I thought they battled for 4 quarters here.
All right, well, that'll just about do it for us here. Not sure when you and I will be back at it next week. We had a couple games on the schedule that have been postponed due to various issues, but You'll be down in Sharpsville on Monday with our broadcast partner Chris Rossetti for a big inter-district matchup there with Red Bank Valley.
Yeah, Sharpsville, Red Bank Valley. Again, that should be a good one. The Blue Devils and the Bulldogs. So looking forward to that one on Monday, making the trip down to Sharpsville. And I'm sure we will have a busy schedule again next week, folks. Just not, as Brian alluded to, not sure exactly what it'll look like, but we will certainly keep you informed as to what that'll look like. And again, got all kinds of action this weekend on the hardwood and on the mat. Got the big Tool City tournament in Meadville this weekend. So look for coverage from that, as well as the weekend in hoops as well.
All right. So, again, don't forget to check out d9and10sports.com for all sports in District 9 and District 10, all sports, all schools. If you love sports, this is the place to be. And for you Warren County fans, head on over to Your Daily Local, the news you need when you need it in Warren County and beyond, yourdailylocal.com. Like and subscribe to our Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and subscribe to our YouTube channels so we can continue to bring you all these live game broadcasts and all the news you need when you need it at Your Daily Local. And for Andy Close, this is Brian Hagberg saying thank you for watching, everyone, and have a fantastic weekend.